In this demonstration, I'm going to apply a zoom to my poster. Everyone's process and result will be slightly different, so make sure you customize this technique to your own poster. My intent here is to show you an approach to how I would incorporate a zoom transition into my poster design. Scale will be the property that will control zoom. I'm going to create an entrance for the swoosh. Make two keyframes on the swoosh layer scale property. I'm going to make them relatively close together. It's always good to have quick entrances and exits, not only for text, but for objects too. Jump back to the first keyframe and make it 0. Now the swoosh enters with a zoom. Next, I'm going to adjust the timing. I want this entrance to take place just as the last part of the animation is happening in the "for days" text. Overlapping your animations will help with the fluidity by making actions feel connected. I will make the keyframes easy ease to create slow in, slow out. First, select both keyframes, then use the F9 keyboard shortcut to make the keyframes easy ease. Then, in the graph editor, I will adjust the value graph to create a little overshoot so that it bounces into frame. This conceptually aligns with the content of my poster, the keyword here being bounce. Click on the graph editor icon. Then click on the view icon and select value graph. This will enable us to overshoot. Extend the last Bezier handle up to overshoot. Then stretch it left to stretch out or smooth out the length of time the overshoot takes. Let's preview that. Make adjustments to tweak the timing. Click on the graph editor icon to get back to the keyframe view. Now I'm going to animate the hyperdunk text. Let's do a contrasting zoom on it at the same time that the swoosh is zooming in. I think that having hyperdunk going from large to small, at the same time that the swoosh is going from small to large, will be dynamic. I'm going to make two keyframes on the scale property line right over top of my swoosh keyframes so that the animation happens at the same time on both layers. Now I'm going to change the first keyframe so that it starts large and transitions to 100%. But the layer anchor point is at the bottom left corner of the text, so it's zooming out from that point, which looks a bit awkward. I'm going to center it. Right-click on the text layer in the composition window, then select Transform Center Anchor Point in Layer Content. I'm going to make this scale quite extreme so that it starts off screen. We are zooming through the hole in the letter P. Now it's not quite off screen, so I'm going to add two keyframes on the position property line right over top of the scale keyframes. First, I'll adjust the last position keyframe so that it's in the right place at the end of the animation. Then I will adjust the first position keyframe so that the hyperdunk text layer is not visible at first. Now I have created two zoom transitions, both contrasting for a super dynamic entrance. Have fun and experiment with this super dynamic motion graphics transition.